Hello and welcome to my 32-week pregnancy update. I can't believe it's only 8 weeks away. And if baby comes early, it could be less. So that's so crazy to think about. I haven't made it to the salon, even though I've been wanting to. I just dumped a bag or a box of hair dye on my hair. So I'm so sick of my crazy roots and it's so long. I really hope to get there right before, I give birth, but I just don't have the time or the money right now. So that is what the hair change is about this week. When it comes to baby purchases, I'm starting to get a little stressed out because I really have not bought anything yet. Like nothing. Like not the dresser, not the crib, not a bassinet, nothing. Which those are the three main things I want to get before baby gets here. Well, main thing is bassinet and dresser. The crib can come after because it's probably going to sleep in my room for a while, at least 8 weeks. Which is what Austin did, but I don't know. I would like to last longer, but I don't know if we will, but at least I know I have a little bit of time until I have to buy that. Luckily, we're getting a tax return this year. Usually we owe, so that was pretty exciting. So I think I'm going to use some of that money to buy a few of the things we need, and then to go on a little short 2-day baby moon to Disney World. I've also decided not to do like a baby shower or a baby sprinkle. I didn't really want to do it anyway. Because first, when I was pregnant with Austin, we thought it was a girl. So I had all this girl stuff from my shower. But when she was born, it was a boy. And so many wonderful people in my life sent us so much boy stuff. Like overwhelming. Like I almost got more from that. So I have boy stuff. I have girl stuff. Clearly I'm having another boy from all these ultrasounds. I don't 100% trust them this time, but because of that, I just feel like I have everything for a boy, I have everything for a girl, I have like doubles, I have so much stuff that honestly I don't need anymore. And not to mention, the stuff I do need is big expensive stuff like a dresser and a crib, so you're not going to ask your friends for things like that. So for me to have a baby shower is just not necessary. My grandfather has been very, very sick. I ended up going down Sunday very last minute and seeing him because they said they didn't know if that was going to be kind of the last weekend he was alive. I didn't think it was that bad when I got there, but it's definitely nearing the end, and it's something that gives me a lot of stress and anxiety. So I'm really glad I got to see him doing so well, because I thought it would be a sad day and a hard day, and you're already pregnant, and I've already been having tons of Braxton Hicks contractions, and it was like a happy, fun day to see him and to talk to him, and he was alert and doing well, and he couldn't walk or really get up, but he was either in a wheelchair or in the bed, and he was just, in really good spirits and laughing. So it was just a really wonderful day, and I had no stress about it. I had no contractions about it. It just made me feel really at peace. So that was really good. And my hubby stayed home with Austin and watched him all day. And he called me and he goes, because he's never really alone with him that long. Short spurts of, I'm going to run errands or whatever, but he had him all day. I drove down early in the morning and came back very late at night. And my husband goes, I'm having anxiety about having to watch him. So I think he's going to have a rude awakening when this baby is born and there's 2 of them. I think he has anxiety now watching one all day. But no, he did really, really well, and he even did all the laundry, and the kitchen was clean when I came home too, so that was pretty impressive. So something that has drastically changed since the 31st week to this 32nd week. I'm 32 weeks in 1 day right now. I am starving. Like, I cannot eat enough. Eating, and I want chocolate. And I've been those frosted lemonades at Chick-fil-A. I've already had 2 in the last from 31 to 32 weeks, and so I'm trying not to go through that drive-through too much. But it is, I don't know, it's like the last 6 or 7 weeks I haven't had that huge appetite like I had in the beginning, and now it's kicking back in. So I think baby's growing or wanting to grow bigger and stronger because I am just so hungry. So trying to stay focused on eating good, healthy things, but not always easy. I've had to ice my back a few times this week. It's been bothering me again down in the lower back, but I feel like it's expected and it's minor, and that is just par for the course of pregnancy. So just trying to get through that a little bit. I've been using a little bit of Icy Hot stuff. It's not Icy Hot, what is it? The Walgreens version of Icy Hot on my back. The midwife said that this was okay to use. I was using it in my first trimester. She said it was okay to continue using, just like everything, just a little moderation. I have been, even though I'm eating like a cow, I have been walking still. So I either do a mile on the treadmill or a mile with the dogs around the block, especially now that it's staying light longer. And I think that is keeping me kind of in shape. I do feel my Braxton Hicks sometimes when I'm doing that. I think, I don't know how these people run, and I guess their bodies are just more used to it than mine has, because I've been very lazy the last 7 or 8 months. I was running 3 miles a day, but I'm not doing that near that. Yeah, so walking a mile I think is about what I can do, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm trying not to feel bad about what I can and can't do. And I don't feel bad, and I really don't compare myself to other people either, because you just do what you can do, and that's what I can do. I feel like a broken record talking about my heartburn, but I am on a new bottle of Tums. I think I went through 2 or 3 bottles already this pregnancy. It is crazy how much I need my Tums, but I am keeping it to 6 a day or less, because that's what it says in the bottle, so I'm just gonna stick with that. Sometimes I definitely need 2 at a time to control, so I try to save at least to have 2 left to take by the end of the night. So I only try to take 4 throughout the day, or even less, so I can take some at night so I can sleep. I think it's bothering me right now, actually. Other thing, in the mornings, so I go pee. I'm not getting up to get, some nights I am, but not every night getting up to pee a lot. This week I haven't as much, and it was really funny, like, when I do get up finally, like at 7, and go to the bathroom, like, I have to go again at 7:15, at 7:25, at 7:40, at 7:45, like, that first hour I'm up, I probably go 5 or 6 times, and, I don't know if it's just because I didn't get up in the night or whatever, or it's just like, and when I do go, it's not that much. So I'm like, ugh, I have this huge urge to go to the restroom and sit down, and it's a tiny bit of pee. I'm like, this is so annoying. This is driving me nuts. But at least I'm not like at work or something like that where I couldn't go. But honestly, with all the stressful stuff, going on with my grandfather and everything, I still felt less contractions this week than last week. And I think that was because me and my husband were fighting a lot over the in-laws and just different issues. And that stuff definitely makes you stress out and have contractions more, which is so crazy because I don't remember that from last time. But I also don't have a good record of last time either, so who knows. I did notice this week after sex, I went to the bathroom a couple hours later and I noticed some blood in my panties, like enough to be in my panties, and when I wiped there was some. So I started freaking out. I was drinking a ton of water, and so I went to pee again like 15 minutes later and no blood that time. So I don't know if it was just a weird thing. I know that towards the end of my pregnancy last time, when they would check my cervix, like at 37-week appointment and stuff, and the 38-week appointment, I would definitely bleed after they did the cervical check, and they told me it was normal. So I'm wondering if it's kind of similar with sex. So I probably asked the midwife about it, but since it stopped and it was just a little bit, I wasn't really that concerned. Concerned about it, but I'll bring it up to her just to make sure. Also, so we still are not talking about names. I have added a few to my list that I've mentioned to him, and he's like, yeah, write them down. So they have been written down. Let me get them here. So I have Nolan and Ace, which I think I've already mentioned those. Jackson and Jack, which I've probably mentioned those too. I think the new ones to the list, though, are Hudson, Beckett, Carson, Colton, Lincoln. So some of these names I know can be used as girl names. Like, I've heard of Hudson as a girl before, but the rest of them seem pretty solid boy names. So I don't know if one of those will end up being the name, but that is my short list of what I kind of like. Getting my husband to agree, though, is just like, or me agreeing on his names, it's like so hard. We just cannot do it. For some reason, girl names are so easy for us, but boy names, oh, Austin was 5 days old before he was named. um, they were like, you have a name yet? You have a name yet? We kept calling him Baby Boy Swaggerty, which since then I have read that is a very good way, if you do not name your baby at birth, to have children switched, and children accidentally like switched with the wrong parents, especially when they are in the NICU nursery type situation, which is what he was in. Luckily, when he was in there, it was like all girls. So I don't think that was going to happen. And I don't think there was any boys at all, actually. So I guess I didn't have to worry about that, but they just kept calling him baby boy, baby boy. And I don't want that to happen this time. I really want to name him. And hopefully I'm not in the NICU nursery this time either. Hopefully this baby is in my room immediately, but you never know. So I would like to have a name for him before, but I just don't know if it's going to happen. We might have to see this kid and pick a name. But anyway, that is my 32-week update, and I will see you guys next week at my 33-week update when I have my next doctor's appointment. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. 179.7.